G'day viewers, well, bit of a Melbourne Cup day today, nothing else to do. I don't really want to watch TV anyway, not really watch the Melbourne Cup on TV. I don't watch much TV anyway, so just stuff around and make stuff. So I got my little blast shield with the original screen intact. The CRT glass is obviously very leaded, hence the colour, a lot of lead in this. They can't recycle it, unless they go to landfill, which is why they put it in shipping containers and send it to Nigeria and other poor third world countries, and they're left to deal with the waste. So they're telling us your TV is getting recycled to turn the coins and stuff. It's a load of crap, don't believe it. So you might as well do stuff like this so they keep the circuit boards, especially the flybacks. Some of these components in these monitors and stuff are actually quite good quality, especially some of the older ones. As long as you ever need a SAR method and stuff to test them, you use them for projects, because some of the new components you buy in JCar and that, they're all generic branded components when you want to build stuff like kits. So I never needed to buy stuff like amplifiers. I got most of my amplifiers from TV, so stuff like that you can keep, especially for repairs too. I put the original circuit board back in here. It's only just a couple of buttons, an LED and some resistors. Nothing much else to reuse, so it's only going to get thrown out, so I'll give it its originality. Here we are, it's a good blast chamber. That I'm going to make a stand to go on here. I'm not going to see much because the glass is so damn leaded. I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed most of the phosphors off. The older CRTs use cadmium in the phosphors, so a bit nasty to the environment, but the best way to deal with it so it don't create dust. You don't want to risk breathing the phosphor stuff in. I just wet it with a hose and scrub it with a broom. Keep it wet. And that minimises the dust risk. And yeah, the rest I just did with a gurney. They cut most of the stubborn phosphor off. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Naturally tinted glass, so it makes a good window as well. Because of all the lead that's in it, that's the best use I can find. So instead of dumping it in the environment. Anyway, I'll make a stand up and go on now. Those wires will probably come through the side or through the back. And my AA batches or apples or fruit will go inside there. And the mess will be contained inside there. So it's a nice blast chamber with its original screen. I've also rebuilt my ZVS for much better cabling this time. Yeah, there's the back of the CRT there. That's the back half, the getter. The getter was there. And there's the atmosphere, the air does to it. They're there on these CRTs. Some have them here, and some have them on the electron gun assembly. There's the electron gun after I've fried the living daylights out of it with the ZVS, having arcs in there. Here we are. That's an EOL electron gun assembly. And the best part, the shadow mask. I might see if I can burn holes in that with a ZVS. Arc some holes in there, and they just clip off. So I'll keep that for some experiments. Makes a good fine sieve too. Anyway, let's have a look at the ZVS. Alright, my newly refurbished ZVS circuit. Here's my cathode, I glued that down there. My anode. And yeah, I've got some high temperature rated wiring. This stuff came out of that Sunbeam sandwich press. It's only destined for the bin, so since it's 240 volt, extremely high temperature rated, designed for high temperatures, might as well use it for the ZVS primary. I don't see that melting down and shorting out anytime soon. So much better, a much better primary. Put some more of that same stuff here too. Extended it a bit so I can make the driver more universal. Everything else survived. Still works quite well. Also got my new charging lead for my capacitor, big capacitor bank that is. Much better, much better. Let's give it a test actually. This is some thick 600 volt rated insulated cable. The other brown ones I was using were only 240 volt rated. So we'll connect this up and give it a test. Got the old batteries back on here. Connect that there. connect that on there. Stick something into the arc too now. Have some fun. There we go. This should handle some power, this flyback. Other than it burning out internally, it'll handle the heavy current in that primer without melting down, which is what causes them to burn out in the first place when they short out together. So I think I've pretty much rectified that problem. Okay, let's get this connected up. Much better, much better. Disconnect, discharge. Oh, got warm too. Alright, that's a much better safer charging circuit for my capacitor bank now. Happy with that. I've also found out that this CRT is actually a Phillips tube. Just the brand name on the back's badly faded off, but I was able to make out what it used to be written on there. I've written it on there with a marker, so it had Phillips written right there. Model 19 VLBP22. So it's a Phillips CRT, which is identical to this Phillips CRT. So all I gotta do now is keep an eye on anything that has a CRT exactly like this TV. That I might find dumped or on the side of the road. That the CRT is still okay, but the rest of the stuff, the circuit board's too far gone. I'll be able to know what I'm looking for now. That way I can replace that CRT and keep this circuit board for another TV project. Yep, even the gun assembly is the same at the back too. So even the deflection coil is the same. So it'll just drop straight in for find another one of these. And that'll make this circuit board useful again. Just got to touch up the horizontal deflection issue, which I'm pretty sure will be one of those capacitors. Yeah, there's a nice 1000 volt nipple antenna on there. 1000 volt oil filled, 0.68, no PCBs. Interesting. It's like a microwave capacitor, similar construction. Pretty much the same thing, really. Yeah, quite a nice flyback there, so I want to keep that intact and find another one of these CRTs that's in better nick. Anyway, I did get the blue and the red, the blue and the green gun working quite well on this. They're much brighter than what they used to be, but the red is completely buggered. There's pretty much no red on this, so yeah, I'll keep it for a little while longer and till I hopefully for another replacement CRT, I'll EOL this one. I'll probably keep the screen intact though, make another blast shield. It'd be nice to have a blast shield with some burn-in on it. Will look kind of interesting. A print screen effect. Anyway, what grades? That'll handle the current better. Two cables the same. That'll double its current handling capabilities, so it should give me a bit more bang. Just got to work on that one there next. Might just find some more of this cable and some good lugs and just do the same on that side. Probably be a cheaper alternative to bus bars, although not as good, but that's all I got. Thanks for watching.